Timer started. Okay.
Wait 1 second.
You're all wrapped up. You're all wrapped up, girl.
Time to lock in to the pod.
Okay, that's on Do Not Disturb. Good. Good. Y'all can't disturb.
Yeah, do not disturb me right now.
Do not disturb me.
Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Franks.
See you next Thursday pod, episode 2.
Welcome, y'all.
Welcome back.
What is up?
I hope you enjoyed the first episode because we haven't even exported it yet.
Hopefully you saw it. We're a little late to the game. Superman has been out for a month now, but
yeah,
who cares?
Not me.
Especially.
Truly not me. How has your week been?
So last week was the worst week of my life, truly. I just can't get a job right now. Well, a second job. Because I do have a job, so, like, I can't really say anything. Because, like, I'm really lucky to have a job in this job market. However, I need another job because my job doesn't pay me enough money. Just got let go from my second job of the year.
Yeah.
Not even, like, just a second job in general, but second job of the last 2 months. Part-time.
It's the economy. It's
part-time.
It's the job market. I cannot imagine. It's so rough out here.
It is.
It's just two young girlies in New York City trying to get by. It's really terrifying.
And, like, yeah, that's the crazy part. But I'm back. I'm looking for jobs.
Hey, if anyone wants to hire Sarah,
if y'all want to get me out of my current situation as well.
She's a great editor.
Yeah, that would be really fantastic. I love my job, but I do fear it may be time for a change sometime in the near future, though. Not.
I've been thinking that for you.
Thank you.
A change soon.
I need good juju.
Good juju.
Our Mercury and Saturn are in retrograde right now together. So
when did that start?
Today. Mercury was not last week, but the week before on, like, Friday.
Well, on Saturday night at my job, there was something in the air. Everyone was getting mad at everyone.
Damn.
The customers were yelling. The coworkers were yelling. It was really, really insane. And so I thought something was in retrograde, but I don't know anything about anything.
Well, Mercury was in retrograde last week, so that's exactly what it was.
Okay.
And then Saturn, I think, started today or yesterday. But when I got that notification, I was like, all makes sense.
It was really stressing me out at work because I was like, this feels like a hostile work environment. And I can't do that right now.
I do not feel safe.
I do not feel safe right now. And I work at a bar, so nothing is ever that serious at a bar.
Right.
But we did get a review today that said I had the server with the curly hair and glasses.
You're kidding.
And I would come back solely just for her. And I was like, wait, my heart. Ah.
You're kidding.
Yeah, that was, and the boss sent it to the whole group chat of coworkers, and I was geeked. I woke up this morning to that, and I was like, wait, I'm kind of great at my job.
Okay, red girl.
Red girl.
You ate. Wait, that's so cool, actually.
I know. I wasn't expecting him to send it to the entire group chat.
Yes, that's so sweet.
He's never done that before.
That's why I'm like...
To be fair, I'm pretty new to my job. I've only worked there for like 4 months, but that was just really sweetie to wake up to see my boss being like, got this review, wanted to show everyone, like, oh, thanks.
Just want to show off. And he was away, so I feel like that's even more of a compliment. So.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, moving up in the ranks. I see you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
How was your week?
God. My sleep schedule, let's get into it. I can't do it anymore. I mean, just said I work at a bar, so my hours are kind of later in the day. Mm-hmm. But when I get home from work, I'm not tired. So I just watch TV until 5 a.m.
Right.
And then I wake up anywhere from noon to 2. But I'm trying to fix this, guys. Like, this is not like a permanent thing. This is just like the past week or 2.
I see.
But that's how it's been recently, and I'm really trying to fix it because I don't want it to be this way. I want to be tired when I get home from work, but it's kind of hard working at a bar.
Your hours are all, like, flipped.
They're funky. I go to work at 7 p.m.
No, literally.
Like my shift starts at 7 p.m., which is really, really crazy. And then I have another job that starts at 8:30 in the morning. I don't know. It's weird.
That's funk.
That's fun. That's really fun.
Okay, that's funk.
But I'm doing well. We got some announcements for NIF. I want to talk about this.
Girl, that was the best part of my week.
That was the best part of my week was the After the Hunt trailer.
Was After the Hunt trailer and Tyler, the Creator, dropping his album. But
get into that.
Mostly the NIF stuff because like that's our bag. That's our way of living. Yeah,
the NIF segment last week got cut out because our Zoom stopped working. But let's talk a little bit about NIF.
Yeah.
New York Film Festival.
Yeah, sorry y'all. The New York Film Festival. The lore is I've been going since 2021. This will be my 5th year going to the NIF. I can't wait. And it just means a lot to me. Like, it's the first festival I ever went to. It's like where I was like, oh, this is cool. I want to do this. This is like so fun. And
this is like so fun.
This is like so fun. Well, I need to make sure this is recording.
Yeah.
Yes, it's recording. The thing is like blocking, so I was like, is this recording? It is.
No worries. Will be my 4th year going.
Yeah.
Sarah told me what New York Film Festival was, and I said, wait, that sounds crazy. Wait, that sounds so fun. We should go.
Well, my best friend told me what New York Film Festival was. Well, one of my best friends told me what New York Film Festival was, and I was like, yeah, I'm going, duh. And I was like, not going. And then I went and I was like,
you liar.
No, I was, because I was like, yeah, I know what movies are. And I did not at the time.
Well, yeah. So you went 5 years ago for the first time.
Yes, September 2021.
And then September 2022, I was like, I want to see a movie with you. So we got tickets to see Bones and All. Bones and All. So we had a history with Mr. Luca.
Well, that's what's so exciting is we saw Bones and All together. Then we saw Challengers together. Then we saw Queer last year as the centerpiece. And the fact that, like, I was like, he's going to be there and, like, we might have to buy tickets to see After the Hunt because he's a NIF native. He loves NIF.
Native is crazy. He was born in Italy.
Well, he loves the New York Film Festival.
No, I know.
He always talks about how he loves it. And so the fact that we got tickets, we got the opening night package. And so the fact that we just got that package in particular.
It worked out perfectly.
It's total kismet.
It's kismet. It's synergy. It's like really meant to be because I've been on the Iowa Debris train since season 1 of The Bear.
Hell yeah.
I've loved Andrew Garfield since I was a child. And we've loved Luca for a while.
Yes.
So this is just like really, really perfect timing.
It's very special. It's really exciting. I just feel like I'm like, yeah, we did that. Like, we're so good at NIF that we somehow got opening night.
Well, let's talk about our luck because me and Sarah have the craziest luck when we do anything related to movies or concerts or anything.
Or like any event.
Me and Sarah just cannot stop winning.
I can only win in that department of my life, but honestly, I'll take it because like every year we've seen every movie we wanted to see and we waited standby. We have been deep in the standby.
We are standby girls.
We're standby queens.
I remember last year someone was like, oh, I would never wait in standby. I was like, well, then you're not going to see the movie. Like, if you want to see the movie, you wait in the standby line. And Sarah's a real one. She waits longer than I do, but I bring her food. So,
well, like, I don't know. I did standby my first year, but it was completely different because it was all like COVID. But since I've started doing it, people have gotten last year and the year before that, because the films were so good, the lines were cray, like down the block, literally wrapped around, and like there was no guarantee. And so the fact that we somehow got those Poor Things tickets from someone just random.
Things. We were waiting in line for Poor Things. Some random girl came up to us and goes, hey, I'm selling 2 Poor Things tickets for $30. Like, do y'all want them? Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Immediately, yes. What row?
Row B.
Row B.
A.
It was like
literally the front row. So
and then Daddy Yorgos.
And then Papi Yorgos showed up, and like we're so corny. We literally went out to them and said congratulations.
No,
and he was
when Yorgos walked across the stage, I remember going, thank you. Just thank you for Poor Things.
Thank you, King.
And I think he was like, Okay,
He's
you're
like,
welcome. or
Okay,
something.
delusional little girls.
Literally,
Don't
we
care.
look 12. We look 12, but
Yeah,
poor thing was crazy.
Poor Things was crazy. We have such good memories, and I just feel like we have like the most insane luck because we just get every movie we ever want, and I don't know, like there's just such magic at the New York Film Festival that's not just like us, but like
it is magic.
literally the environment, the people, and like just being around movies. Like we literally from like 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. we movie it up.
I think last year there was a day you saw 4 movies in a day,
Yeah.
and I saw 3.
Mm.
That was crazy. But it's like beautiful because you have New York Film Festival at Alice Tully Hall, if that's the location you're going to, and then right across the street you have Film at Link.
A shout out Film at Link, shout out AMC Lincoln Center. Yeah, those are our bags.
Yes. But yeah, and then the centerpiece was announced: Father, Mother, Sister, Brother.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I don't know much about this film, but I'm excited for it.
Is it a doc or is it like?
I think it's fiction.
I think the description said something about like a 3-part narrative kind of situation.
I definitely didn't do enough research to talk about this movie.
I just saw it on Letterboxd. I could be wrong. Please don't sue me. But I always think they have such interesting picks. Always, like when they did All the Beauty and the Bloodshed for opening night.
That's such a good one.
That's incredible. But like, who thinks like 2023 was just so special? But like, who thinks to like put a documentary as like the centerpiece? And I feel like this kind of gives that energy because like, of course, they're not going to put the Cannes award-winning film. It was Un Simple Accident.
Un Simple Accident.
Of course, they're not going to put that as like the centerpiece or the closing or the opening. They're always going to choose something. They don't prioritize premieres. Let's get that straight. But
they love a North American premiere.
They love a North American premiere. However, they don't prioritize them, which they advertise completely. However, I like that they don't choose like the expected. And so,
but I do think Un Simple Accident
is
will
be there.
at NIF.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I'm very excited for it.
Oh, and you know who else will be there? My boy, Joachim.
You said. Sorry, I wasn't going along with you.
You have a lot of boys.
Well, before you said boy, I thought you were talking about our fave professor. And I was like, yes, of course, they are going to be there. But we don't have to say their name on the pod.
Just so you know, we love you. Shout out.
Yes, Joachim Trier will be at NIF, hopefully.
No, he will. He
will.
This will be in particularly very special for me because my first screening at NIF was The Worst Person in the World. Didn't know anything about Joachim Trier. Now I'm like obsessed out of my mind. So the fact that like the potential of being able to be again like in that audience, he gave the best Q&A I've ever had at NIF. Maybe it was like the first like one that I ever saw. So I have
it's gonna be the best.
Exactly. But like if you go back, there's a really, really good question someone asked and he just answers it so beautifully. And it was like the energy in that room was so palpable and like
I love it.
That was the magic of my first year.
It's magic. When you're surrounded by people who enjoy film as much as you do. No words.
Hey guys, no phones. At NIF, there's no
phones.
No one's on their phone. Everyone put it on Do Not Disturb. Everyone's clapping. Everyone's laughing. Everyone's cheering. Everyone's hee ha haing in the crowd. Not your typical AMC, y'all.
Alice Tully Hall. Get into it. Well, speaking of Luca Guadagnino, he had someone tweeted. I just have to read this tweet because it's really, really funny to me.
Oh yes.
Well, he had a week. I'm talking about 2 Luca things. The first one is this tweet. The fact that we're set for a yearly slop by Luca Guadagnino for the next decade just because he's a man and therefore allowed to flop several times and still make mid-movies. That went viral on Film Twit this week.
I know. And I when I first saw that, I was like, so we have opinions.
So you're just saying crap. You're just saying anything.
Well, I think it's crazy that they say that, and in the same breath, they probably are obsessed with Marvel and with superhero movies, and like so many other directors get budgets to do things, not just Luca Guadagnino, and they're mid too. Like,
well, calling Queer Slop, because like you can hate Queer, like you can think Queer is not a good movie, but Slop, I take issue with that. Challengers, widely critically acclaimed, like people loved that movie. Very much so not Slop.
Also, like, are you including Call Me by Your Name?
Because that's a pretty beautiful movie.
Because let's wake that up.
And then other Luca Guadagnino news. He was at Barnes and Noble in New York City buying $300 worth of physical media. How do I get the job as his assistant to do that with him?
So, hey, why are you in New York?
Hey, so get out of New York because I'm going to stalk you down.
Hey, so why are we at Barnes & Noble, babe, without me?
I know. And I saw that tweet like an hour after it was posted and I was like, how fast can I get to Union Square, Barnes & Noble? Like,
also, what is he doing just wandering around?
And what do you need $300 worth of Criterions for?
Well,
I don't know. I just feel like
I did see a tweet about one of Blood Orange's albums just got taken off of Spotify.
Yeah.
And one of their songs literally got like deleted from
I also saw that.
And so this is such a great point, and it brings up like such a great point about physical media, is because you just never know when something's going to be gone. And like that's how I feel about all my Criterion, at least, are movies that I cannot find on streaming service. Like, not that I love streaming service and I go to that to watch my movies, but like for Moonrise Kingdom, for example, I could not find Moonrise Kingdom anywhere on streaming, and I love that is my favorite Wes Anderson. So I was like, I'm gonna buy it on Criterion so I have this, because I don't know the next time I'll be able to watch this, and it makes me sad that not everything is going to be forever. And so that's why I'm like, physical media is so important.
No, I agree. I just feel like Luca could email Criterion and be like, send me $300 worth of DVDs for free, and they would do it. But love that he's up in Union Square boasting up.
Didn't he do the Criterion Closet too?
He did.
He didn't get everything he needed.
He needed more.
Aww.
I'm also a big proponent of physical media, but I don't have a Blu-ray player. So I have one Criterion and it's never getting watched because I don't want to mess it up because I don't have a Blu-ray player.
Guess you're gonna have to get a Blu-ray player.
I need to get a Blu-ray player.
You need a Blu-ray player.
Yeah. But I also hate how like movies hop around on streaming services and then sometimes they're just not there at all. And I'm not the type of person to rent or buy movies online.
I went to the library and they actually have a really great selection at the library. So I was like, low-key considering like if I need to watch something that I don't want to like sit in my house for, low-key I might watch it at the library, because I don't know, I love that idea. And like I'm going there for a purpose.
It kind of is reminiscent of Blockbuster. Do you have Blockbuster memories?
Redbox, babe.
Well, yes, Redbox. There's still a Redbox like that I frequent.
There's a
not in New York City. Not in New York City.
At home, you still have a Redbox, like in.
Yeah, in Delaware. There's a Redbox in Delaware that I frequent when I go to my beach house.
So the Redbox in our Vons got taken out, like I think right after COVID. Aww. And it makes me so sad because like I just have such vivid memories of my mom being like, okay, what movie are we watching tonight? It's a family movie night, and us going to Vons and literally picking out the DVDs, and like it was such an affair. It was such an event.
I remember where the Blockbuster was located in my little neighborhood, and I was definitely so young, but I do have memories of like running up and down the aisles and like my like picking out what movie to watch, and like sometimes like not watching it and my dad being like, we paid for this and you're not gonna watch it and blah, blah, blah. But I remember when that Blockbuster closed, and now it's a restaurant, and I really like the restaurant. But I miss the Blockbuster.
I didn't have Blockbuster, but I do remember visiting Santa Barbara and going to Blockbuster and being like, what is this?
This is crazy.
Yeah, I was like, this is actually so cool, like just for movies. Yeah. Like not like I thought like it'd be like a library, like, but it's like a library for movies, which is really cutie.
Yeah. I mean, at our college library, we had a whole stack of Criterions, 4Ks, like really good quality movies, but no one ever checked them out because they were kind of hidden in a corner,
which I think they're doing on purpose. I'm like, someone in that office loves these movies.
Well, they kept telling me that they were going to get rid of them, and I said, if you're going to get rid of these movies, give them to me. Once again, I don't have a Blu-ray player, but give them to me. Like,
give them to someone, because
they had all the seasons of Mad Men. They had like, I was like, I need these, like.
And they didn't even advertise that for us. So that kind of makes me like upset, because I was like, I could have been watching so many things, but
yeah,
it's okay though. It's fine. They'll hit us up when they're getting rid of them. Let's hope.
They better. Hey.
Remember
Hey, remember me? I hear you're getting rid of your Blu-rays.
Remember me? Alumni.
Well, the professor, when I used to work at the media center, the professors would come down and be like, I'm looking for this movie. And I'm like, I don't know if we have it, babe. Go look yourself.
No, go look at the. Do you think I know?
I just work here.
We had shelves and shelves of them too.
I would have to do the thing where like you rolled it and it would move, and there was like 7 of them. And there were a couple times where I like looked through all of them because I wanted to make a little Criterion video, like me in the college Criterion closet. It was so fake, but
it's okay.
Yeah,
that's cutie though.
I know.
So cutie.
Sometimes I miss college, but not a lot.
We're freshly out, and to be completely honest, I know people who are like, oh, I miss it, and I'm like,
I don't.
What do y'all miss? Like,
I don't.
I
miss having access to Premiere Pro.
Let's wake that
up. Adobe, come on, wake it up.
I miss scheduled time to see my friends because let's be real. Like, was I learning in class? Yes, but like, was I seeing my friends and chatting with them? It got to a point where I was just doing that. So
yeah, Sarah and I had so many classes together,
and like so many of my friends who don't live in Brooklyn or they're really busy with work. It's so hard for me to like carve out time. I think it'll get easier as obviously like we've
only been graduated for 2 months.
Oh,
which is crazy to think about. It feels like it's been a year.
Literally.
It feels like it's been a year, bro.
Literally life in shambles. Like, however, I wouldn't go back to school.
But
that clear.
More people are moving. More people are getting their like post-grad jobs. And like, but I totally agree. I feel like I'm not seeing certain friends as much as I used to, especially the ones I had class with a lot. And I really miss them.
I do think as we all get like older though, I think things will get easier for us, or it'll be easy for us to see each other because we'll be like actual adults and not be like, what is our next paycheck? What are we eating tomorrow? Oh. Like, girl, got me. The fridge is empty. So
the pantry is dry.
So like, let me get that up and then let me come see you.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we like actually get into like,
bro,
I was like, I don't know how to segue out of this.
I don't know either, but I want you to. So, okay, wait.
We're talking about Fantastic Four.
That's like the main topic of the pod, but
the reason I saw Fantastic Four, the reason I saw it so expeditiously was because it was announced like on that Monday or Tuesday. By the way, Avatar Fire and Ash trailer gonna be playing during the movie or before the movie, and I was like, okay, if you know me, Avatar's like my favorite franchise in this entire world.
And Sarah said, let's book that ticket now.
I literally was like, let's get on that.
Now.
Because at first I was like, maybe on Friday, maybe on Saturday. Like, we have so much time. Like,
the pod is called
See You Next Thursday. So I said, wait, homage to the pod.
Homage to the pod.
Homage to the pod.
We did see Fantastic Four opening night, which is so out of character for me.
First of all, this is not a superhero pod. We did just do 2 superhero movies. We understand.
And hey, I did no research. I did no research about Fantastic Four. So
did you Google it?
No. Why would I Google it? I did look up pictures of Galactus because I thought he was really cool.
Okay, hottie.
And I read some Twitter think pieces. But
Twitter think pieces.
I need everyone to calm down.
We're not going to become a superhero podcast. However, I do think it's important to like, go see recent movies.
It's summer too. So like what's coming out in the summer? Superhero movies.
Slop.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sarah said it this week.
Slop, y'all. Let's be real. Yeah.
Avatar.
Well, not speaking of Slop.
Speaking of not Slop. Well, at first I thought they weren't going to play it. Because the lights, Nicole Kidman came out for like,
she said, we come to this place
for magic. Blah, blah, blah. She does her little monologue.
She did her monologue. She did her
and
big
then
one.
I was like, are they not going to show the Fire and Ash trailer?
No, yeah, you were like, they're not going to show it. But I recently went to a Jurassic World screening, and what they did was Nicole Kidman played, and I was like, okay, it's time for the movie. And then it was Doom, and it was the Odyssey trailer, and I was like, oh, because I hadn't seen it because I was waiting to see it in a theater, and all the lights went off and everything, and I was like, damn, they did their big one to show this off.
I think I saw the Odyssey trailer at Superman. Did they do that?
Yeah,
because it's Warner Bros.
It's Warner Bros.
Well,
okay. Rare win for Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers has been killing it.
Warner Brothers this year, y'all.
Anyway.
No, so because I was waiting for Frankie outside, and she was like, why aren't you inside? Because she knew
I didn't want you to miss it.
She knew like how important this was to me, and like the reason for the season was this trailer. But I knew they would play it like probably right before Nicole came in, but then when they played it afterwards, I was like, oh yes, baby, oh yes, give it some, rubbing my hands together,
giggling, kicking my feet in the chair.
I was basically jumping up and down and like
well, you immediately grabbed my hand and I said, oh, Sarah's gonna cry.
Oh my god, okay, let's get into it. First of all, I feel like I barely watched the trailer or like knew what was going on, because I was just so stunned by how visually stunning these movies are. What people don't understand is like Avatar is a lot of CGI. However, James Cameron is literally inventing new technology for this to be captured. So he's doing all of like the real life things, planning everything out. The actors are acting.
It's motion capture.
And it's so gorgeous. Like, he just has a way of adding like these beautiful touches, things that you like don't realize you need in an Avatar movie or like in a movie in general. And all like Avatar things are seen in 3D for a reason, because it's so beautiful.
I did see someone on Twitter say that Avatar cannot speak today.
Sponsor us, Avatar.
I did see someone on Twitter said Avatar is meant to be seen in 3D.
Oh yeah, you can't see it in any other way. I'm pretty sure every time I've seen it, it's been in like 3D. Like, there's no option for it to be in like not. But it's because like there's just everything that in the movie it adds when it's in 3D. Like, there's things that just like there's like just little like glowy things that you see, and like
glowy things.
Like, there's just like a certain way the tree looks. Like, I don't know. I think it's just because it's like almost like an addition to the motion capture, I feel like. I was so excited though, and like it did not let me down. And what I love most about this trailer is first of all, visually stunning, but like there's very little dialogue. They give you very little plot
to work with.
And I really enjoy that. I really like that. Because I know this movie's about to be like 3 hours. I like that I don't need to, everything's not going to be explained to me, because this is the third movie, babe. If you're not caught up, get on it. Like, there's 2 other movies.
Hop back on the horse.
Get into
it. Get on it.
And so I really like that, the distinct decision to just do like really powerful music. And then there's like maybe 3 lines. There's Jake Sully saying something. Oh, there's a couple more than 3. There's more than 3. But it also, like, they were referring back to Kiri and like how she's like connected to the earth. Like, Kiri's about to be in her bag. Like, I'm so excited. And then Loak has a little moment. And there's so much in this trailer that like you would miss upon first watch. And then I went back and I rewatched it like a couple of times. There's so much. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, I don't recall the first 2 films, so we're gonna have a great rewatch before
when The Way of Water comes out in theaters, babe. I'm booking us tickets. I know your availability.
You know my avail.
Yeah,
you will be AMC A-list entouraging us.
I will be entouraging y'all
to Way of Water 3D when it re-releases. But yeah, as someone who doesn't recall the first, I definitely never saw Way of Water, but I feel like I might have seen the first one when I was a child. Don't have much recollection of it. I'm still very excited for this movie. Yeah. James Cameron is a force to be reckoned with.
Please.
I love Titanic. I love Titanic. I had Titanic on VHS as a child.
Period.
But I'm very, very excited, and I want to rewatch before Fire and Ash so I can understand the lore.
And like, I know you're not like huge on action, but I promise you there's more than just action. Like, I feel like there's actual heart to this. And again, the fact that I'm gonna say it's really sad. James Cameron is literally like dying while making these movies.
Wait, stop. No.
Don't say that. He's old. Like, I think about this with a lot of people. Unfortunately, just my mind goes there. But he's older. He potentially might die making these movies, and it's really sad. However, like, he's an icon. I don't think he's ever let me down in anything. Anyone can say whatever they want about Avatar, but it's more than just like a silly little action movie with blue people. If you actually think about what the blue people represent, well, you would be surprised.
Yeah. It's deep, apparently.
The lore runs deep. It runs deep for me. Like, it's really important to me, okay? I love these movies. This is the one thing I can be a nerd about, and I'm going to be a nerd about it. So
this is your Marvel.
I literally scheduled my time to go home in December around this because I knew it was coming out. And what am I going to do when I go home? See it again.
Yeah.
See it with the Christmas Day, the entire family.
We're going to Fire and Ash.
You and I. Babe, you're coming to California.
I go to California again. Yeah. Well, I forgot that they had tails, and in the trailer that really shook me.
And Spider, white man with dreadlocks.
Yeah,
that gagged you. You were like, what? You physically were like,
I was like, wait, what was that? But he's blue.
Spider?
Or is he white?
Spider. So the thing about Spider is he came with the people who like he was a baby when they came to the planet, and he was born there, and so he's white. He's not an avatar. He never chose to. Well, he was too young. I don't think they even invented technology for like how young he was to become an avatar. And so they have this like he wears this like little air mask that helps him breathe on the planet.
I just was shook by that.
But he is a white little boy with dreads.
Yeah.
Which, never trust a white man with dreadlocks. Why would y'all do that?
No.
That choice was crazy, though.
That was really crazy.
Well, I would assume because, like, he can't brush his hair. However, I'm not trying to make excuses for this, so...
Let's just be bald at that point. Let's just find a really sharp knife and cut our hair off.
That's so true. There's so much technology. Okay, James,
I'm thinking a little too hard about Apodar right now.
I know. I'm like, why does he have dreads? Like, what was the choice?
Nope.
Wertner. Wertner freak.
I can't. But the purpose was to see Fantastic Four.
So that was my movie, Avatar, and then
the real purpose.
I guess the opener or like I don't know,
the
closing act, whatever.
The closing act was Fantastic Four. Did you have a good time?
Low key, I like this movie. I had a good time.
I liked it more than I thought I would.
Yay! Yeah. I guess I'll save that question for afterwards. But yeah, now that you've like sat with it, I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
I didn't hate it, and I'm a hater at heart, and I think I really expected to hate it. But I tried to come in with an open mind, and I really do love Pedro Pascal, and I love Ebon Moss-Baccarat.
Yeah,
that is my man.
Get into it.
I absolutely adored the 30 seconds he wasn't in rock formation. I clapped.
Love.
I physically clapped in the theater when it was his real face.
Well, you also thought he was gonna halfway through the movie. You're like, oh my god, is he gonna turn back into the real person?
I wanted him to turn back into Ebon so bad.
Bring back Ebon.
Bring back Ebon.
Free Ebon.
Well, the thing about The Rock. Sorry, the thing.
The thing about The Rock.
The thing about Dwayne. The thing. Dwayne The Rock. We're so confusing right now. The thing. He just doesn't look good. And he doesn't look... Ebon is such a talented actor. You can't see his acting abilities or the emotions portrayed on his face as the thing. And I really hated that. So I wanted him to transform back to human or something. But I know that's not part of like the story.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
But yeah, so I liked it more than I thought I did. Definitely didn't love it. I gave it 3 stars. I was like, this isn't slop, but it's not great. I personally liked it being like in this universe that was like retro futurism, 60s vibes, but also they have Apple Watches. I know you had thoughts on that.
That was like really confusing for me. I think the more I've sat on it, I'm like, yeah, like that makes sense. I personally don't like when things are going back to like the 50s and 60s because I'm like, y'all know how women were treated. Y'all know how like things were back then. And maybe if it's just the aesthetic, I guess. So it's not like fully being like, hey, we hate women. But I don't love things that aren't intentionally going, like, I don't know if it's really needed that, but I guess it's just because of the comics, and
they had to show it was a different planet, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
But I really do like 60s architecture.
Ay.
So like, just like, I remember the first scene of them in the bathroom. I thought that was like, oh, this bathroom's fun. This bathroom's really cool. And like the entire house that they live in, I really did. Oh, they have a freaking conversation pit. I want a conversation pit.
No, yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely something to think about, because what was happening in the 60s?
Like, I don't need to get into it because it's like really not that deep, but like to me, I don't always like that choice, and I understand it's for a reason. It's for the comics. I totally get that. It's just sometimes I'm like, why are we going back there? Like, why was that the choice? And I don't know, the fashion reflecting it, I was like, not this fashion, not this whack fashion, bro. Like, not the baby carriage. Like, get that woman a stroller.
Get that woman a stroller.
Get Mama Bear stroller.
Oh my goodness.
No, but I also agree. I did not dislike this. I actually like kind of liked it, and I like it's a first movie in a franchise, like I've said, about Superman. But I low-key was really enthralled. I mean, I don't know anything about Fantastic Four, so maybe that's the reason why I was so excited and like why I was on the edge of my seat, because I don't know anything about Franklin either.
Well, there's like 4 other Fantastic Four films. We have not seen them, so this was the first one that.
Why would I do research?
No, well, why would we for a podcast?
For a Fantastic Four pod.
I do know that one of them was directed by Josh Trank, who directed Chronicle, which is a great movie. But yeah, I have not seen those films. So this was like a great introduction to the Fantastic Four for me. And we actually spoke to someone after who was very into the comics, and it was super enlightening about how good this movie was.
Shout out Marvel correspondent Javi.
Shout out Javi.
Love you.
That was a really great conversation because I learned a lot.
I feel like he also like cleared things up for me, and it kind of made me like it more. Like low-key, he convinced me. Like the way he was just talking about the characters and how he knew a couple things were coming, but how the movie portrayed them in such a great light, and how he was like, wait, I'm excited. And like that's what I think is exciting, is like I love both DC and Marvel are doing like huge like pivots.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that, because I actually am like, oh, y'all are listening.
Well, when something isn't working, you need to listen, pay attention, and change it up. And I think it's clear that they are doing that in a way.
I will say Marvel losing James Gunn is quite devastating, because I think Guardians of the Galaxy was the best.
Well, James Gunn is transforming the DCU.
Which is true, yes.
I'm saying this like I'm into superheroes.
I know,
like, it's
bro.
so funny. Like, in the past 2 weeks, I have to learn stuff about these movies that I don't enjoy.
We're not a superhero podcast.
We're not a superhero podcast.
But I'm over here like, yes,
James Gunn.
Make more of them, babe.
But apparently, a lot of stuff got cut out of this movie.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I didn't know about this.
There was a whole villain who's not Galactus, apparently. John Malkovich.
Oh, yeah.
Was supposed to be in this movie, and he was even advertised in the trailers. And they cut him out.
Yeah, you're so right.
They cut him out. Some people are saying that they could tell it was choppy. I definitely felt it was on the shorter end of a superhero movie, but I guess I didn't notice it that much.
I guess not thinking in like the what is it, order of events. I guess like it is a little bit choppy, but like also again I don't know anything, so I was like, we
are dumb.
I think the space scene in particular was so exciting, and like it was so. Every single moment of it was really had me on the edge of my seat, and I really appreciated that, because I'm not trying to compare it to Superman, but like unlike Superman, where the prison scene is so drab, going to space, I was like, oh god, this is gonna be bad. Like this is gonna be a whole other thing. But I think it genuinely was the best part of the movie.
I enjoyed the space fight a lot more than the New York City fight.
Yeah.
I was having a lot more fun in space for the first time. Yeah. And like exploring space and them like conducting the ship and meeting Galactus for the first time.
And Silver Surfer. My girl.
Okay, let's get into these villains because I really enjoyed these villains. Galactus is crazy. And I loved it. I loved how big and huge and he was. Yeah. He was just he demanded the frame of the screen. Yeah. And obviously when he comes to Earth, we can see how big he is in compared to skyscrapers and stuff. But when he's just in space inside of his drill,
just his eyes.
It's just crazy. It's crazy. His little helmet.
His little fit.
He's fitted up.
Okay, purple eyes.
He's fitted up. And then Silver Surfer. Oh, I'm down bad for her.
She is like my favorite character.
Okay, Silver Surfer.
Okay, girl. I think also during the movie at one point I was like, how are these 4 ragtags gonna beat Galactus? Which is crazy for me to say because like they are powerful.
Obviously they are gonna beat him.
Beings. And I was like, how's this ragtag group of 4?
The way they introduced Galactus, he is like killing planets.
Yeah, drilling into them.
He is destroyer of planet.
Yeah, literally a planet.
And he's coming for the 60s retro futurism planet of Earth next.
Okay. Ooh, I'm so scared. Like,
but he wants Franklin.
Okay. Y'all.
Now, Sarah didn't know that the baby was named Franklin. And when it was introduced that the name was going to be Franklin, she laughed.
Franklin? Y'all gotta be real with me.
Franklin Richards.
Like, okay, pick a first name.
Like, what did you wish he was named?
Not Franklin. I wish it was like a better first name because they were like Franklin. I was like,
Franklin's the most powerful being in the universe.
Franklin. I know some kid named Franklin out there is like, hey, don't hurt him, Franklin.
Do not hurt them. No, yeah. The birth scene.
Y'all.
Or not even the birth scene.
Anything with Franklin in Sue's stomach.
In vitro, in utero.
Girl. That
was crazy. Okay, first of all, I don't know much about Fantastic Four, right? So I didn't know much about their powers, but clearly it's an Incredibles type situation where like one of them can go invisible, Mama Bear, and she put her hand on her stomach.
Yo.
And then her stomach skin disappears.
Yo.
And just baby. And I was like, what the actual bleep is happening?
Just CGI baby. I was like, yo. That I kept saying this movie fried me beyond belief. And that part in particular fried me beyond belief. I was like, there's no way this is happening.
It just shook me to my core. I wasn't expecting to see baby in utero.
Yeah. Also, the pants fly.
Okay, the birth scene inside of the spacecraft where there's no gravity. So Pedro Pascal is pinning.
Is riding.
Literally. I was gonna say pinning.
Literally riding her. Let's be real.
Vanessa Kirby onto a table so she can push this baby out.
But also, it's the thing delivering the baby for me. Your best friend just delivered your wife's baby. How do you feel?
Well, they needed to cut the cord. Like,
where was the cord in space? The logistics of this birth scene were stressing me.
There was also
out.
no blood.
Oh, yeah. The thing would have been red, babe.
The thing would have been covered.
And that's why I'm like, your best friend just delivered your wife's baby. How do you feel, Pedro Pascal?
The pants flying off was crazy. I just remembered that happened
again. Like literally like 1 second, like pants lost to space. And then when she came out like on Earth, I was like, bro, she has no clothes. Like, what is she gonna wear?
They had to change the clothes. But also when they came back to Earth, it was 1 month later. Time and space.
That makes sense.
Concepts.
But also, Vanessa Kirby, babe, is as big as my pinky finger. She bounced back. She bounced back quick. Like, that baby fat must have just gone off her quickly.
Sorry, that was really gross.
She just never, I mean, it's of course, it's a movie. It's supposed to be fake. I freaking get it. Let me not.
We love to nitpick.
But, like, girl, if you're going to portray motherhood and the whole theme be, don't mess with mama.
Do not mess with Mama Bear.
Then make it accurate. I'm sorry. I'm just asking for some accuracy for women, especially because, like, Sue is much more, from talking to friends, Sue is much more than just, don't mess with mama. She's, like, actually a powerful being. And so the fact that the whole movie was family, friendship, don't mess with mom, why was the pregnancy not accurate? Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going to nitpick that if that's the whole theme of it.
Yeah. Where to go next?
Don't mess with mom.
Do not mess with mama. Did you have thoughts on Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm? Because I didn't.
No thoughts.
No thought. He was so nothing. I'm sorry.
I feel like I could see them setting up like a storyline for him of being like the misunderstood, like the not always listened to. And I kind of liked his like relationship with Silver Surfer. I wish like low-key wish they got together. Like I'm a romantic at heart. Like,
his storyline felt super half-baked to me.
I felt like that with The Thing.
True.
I feel like both of them
had nothing. It was Pedro and Vanessa's movie.
They are like full characters, which I appreciate. Like they tried to like give them something like a little bit, which I appreciate that because most superhero movies, maybe, I mean, if we compare this to like Guardians of the Galaxy, like I feel like they gave them a little bit more because I feel like sometimes in Guardians they're not always fully fleshed and developed, and I feel like at least they were given like a storyline of their own, and it wasn't like,
yeah, Johnny Storm did have to translate the language.
Yeah,
The Thing, he had that little thing with Natasha Lyonne.
That was, I wish there, again, hope romantic at heart, I wish there was more of that, but like I'm just a girl in that sense.
You know what I thought was crazy? So there's something called the Fantastic Foundation. It's like the UN.
Whoa.
Inside of the movie, remember how they kept giving press conferences?
Yeah.
To countries?
Yeah.
That's like the UN. Like, I had to have that thought.
Y'all.
Now, y'all in the comments are going to be like, you don't read the comics and you don't get it. You don't know what the Fantastic Foundation is. No, I don't know what the Fantastic Foundation is.
No.
But the way I was like, so is the Fantastic Four in this universe like in charge of the UN? Because that's crazy. Is that how powerful they are? Like politics wise?
Don't mess with mama.
Do not mess with mama. But yeah, I picked up on that because, you know, the color of the UN is light blue. A lot of light blue in this movie. And then just the way that the like atrium was set up for the Fantastic Foundation, I was like, that's the UN.
I didn't even think that. But then Javi gave us a little tidbit, a little lore. Do you remember the planet's name?
Latveria.
Latveria was not present at this little press conference at the beginning. And I was like, oh, they're going to come back to this.
They never do.
However, Javi really filled us in and was like, that's the planet that Dr. Doom is from. And I was like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So that filled in that bit for me, which was really nice. And I don't know. I am excited for this new era of Marvel. Didn't see Thunderbolts.
I guess we gotta watch Thunderbolts.
I'm low-key intrigued. Like, I'm low-key like,
should we do a movie night and watch Thunderbolts? Like,
is it on Disney Plus?
Bound to be, I'm sure. Yeah.
It's not in theaters, so I would go see it in theaters because my A-list, but I'll watch it on Disney Plus. When it came out, it was just crazy time, so I honestly didn't have time to see it.
I didn't gaff. When Thunderbolts came out, did not gaff.
Well, people were like, this is so good.
Also, the title reveal, the new Avenger. Bruh moment.
Pish posh. Okay.
Why are we changing movie names now?
Just call it that. I'm
also,
sorry.
Thunderbolts is a good name. Like, well, no, it's not. But, like, nothing Marvel is good. I'm sorry. But the new Avengers really peeved me. Because, like, what do you mean?
Why didn't they call the next movie that?
Yeah.
Or another movie? Why? It's not cool. I'm sorry. It wasn't cool.
It wasn't cool.
You're going to market something called the Thunderbolts for, what, 4 or 5 months? And then just kidding, it's the new Avengers. There's no marketing campaign after the movie comes out.
Well, yeah. Well, people who didn't see Thunderbolts in the first week was like, oh, you just spoiled the movie for me.
Wait, yeah. No,
because
yeah.
the whole, like, I guess post-credit scene is like, guess we're the Avengers now. And people who didn't see the movie were like, wait, the movie's called the new Avengers. Like, okay, I just got spoiled. Good thing I don't care, because I don't care.
Good thing I knew they were going to change the name.
Well,
so.
Asterisks, you know? But
I want to talk about the editing a bit.
Okay.
I really messed with this editing, y'all. I really liked it. The like retro like bits that they added, and like the like different boxes, all of the like cut scenes when they were like doing a commercial or something like that. I really enjoy that. I love this aesthetic. I loved WandaVision, so like I kind of expected some sort of this like cool grainy like aesthetic, and I really messed with it. I really did. I enjoy creativity on screen. I enjoy when people take risks, and I was like, ooh, this might not like go well with audiences, but I liked it, and I'm like, more of this, more of that.
I love a split screen.
I love
a split screen. I really enjoyed how they did the exposition. Like, we learned a lot about, once again, don't know anything. So we learned about Fantastic Four through like this late night show or this documentary like recap. And that was super helpful because I didn't know how they got their powers, and I didn't know how he turned into the Thing, and I didn't know XYZ. So that was really informative for the rest of the story. And I agree. I didn't really notice the editing that much, but I think when you don't notice editing, that can also mean it's great editing because it's seamless. But yeah, which like those bits like could have not worked for a regular moviegoer or just anyone. Yeah. But like I think they worked. I feel like again like I think Superman is different because we all know Superman and his story and who he is at this point. I hope we do. Hopefully. And like Fantastic Four, since the other movies were such flops, obviously I didn't check them out because they're not good. But I was interested in this because it looked like it was going to be good. Because they're not good, you kill me. Because they're not good. Like what? I mean, like most Superman movies, Batman movies, they're like, oh, it's essential viewing. You should watch it. I've never heard anyone recommend go watch the Fantastic Four movies. Never. They're comically known to be bad. Exactly. Yeah, which I think is really funny. So I really like that the editing. I like that we're taking risks. I like that again, it felt like a whole rebrand, and that was refreshing. Honestly, like I was like, wow, is Marvel actually doing something that doesn't make me want to gouge my eyes out. Like, oh, okay, y'all. Hey. Oh. Did you like Pedro Pascal? Bruh, I don't know what y'all are talking about. Fatigue with Pedro Pascal fatigue wear. Are you must be ill. You must be sick. Truly, because it's Pedro Pascal summer, and I'm loving it. And he's rising the ranks, and he's been working hard for the past 20 years. Genuine, like he's like been a hardworking actor, and I love that little. I really like the roles he's choosing. I like that he's doing everything. I like that he is in everything because it shows how like versatile he is. Like I don't understand it. He's nice to look at, obviously. And I like his acting. I'm sorry. Like some people say he can't act. I'm like, are we watching the same movie? He was just in a Celine Song movie. He was just in an Ari Aster movie. Now he's in a Marvel movie. I definitely think the acting in The Materialist was a little flat, but you're playing off Dakota Fanning. Or not, sorry, was that the right name? Dakota Johnson. Love Dakota Fanning. You're playing off Dakota Johnson. But him and Eddington, like, that's acting. 8 down. That is acting. 8 down, that fireworks scene, babe. Baby up. Sorry. That fireworks scene. But him in this movie, I thought he was acting off Vanessa Kirby pretty well. Hard for me to find like a lot of chemistry there. Like I don't know, in my head Pedro Pascal is a gay man. He is. Well, he is. Speak on it. I think he is. Not to speculate famous people's sexualities, but I don't know. I didn't see much like romantic chemistry between them, but I thought they played off each other very well, and they definitely seemed like family.
I think it was
The
like
four seemed like family to me.
yes, and like the nature of his character, I feel like is to kind of be this like socially awkward because it took me a minute to like really get into his performance.
People on Twitter were saying he's supposed to be autistic. And I was like, that's an interesting take. Not going to speak on that, but interesting take.
I'm just going to skip over that.
Cut that.
Information I didn't need to know, I guess.
I don't know if it's canon in the comics. I don't read them.
Interesting. Okay, then that's a whole other can of worms that I need to wrap my brain around. That's a whole other thing that I need to wrap my brain around.
But he is, you were saying, socially awkward.
It took me a minute to really get into this performance because I was like, what is he doing, bro? Like, I was like, why is he like that? But then I was like, oh, it's his character. His character's supposed to be like the, indeed, actually.
He was giving like,
actually, there's only 5,000 lifetimes is what happened. Actually, my plan is right.
Actually, we're going to teleport this egg.
I think it's going to work.
And then we can do it to the planet.
And Franklin will be using it. Franklin will be with us.
Franklin.
So it took me a minute. I was like, I can't bedroom. This is an interesting way to do this. And then I was like, oh, it's his character. It makes sense.
Yeah.
I really should have chatted with Hobby more. Like, is this... I think he said it was more comically accurate. He said Galactus was very comically accurate.
Galactus was so comically accurate. So I looked up pictures of Galactus on the internet, the only research I did for this pod. And he's right. Galactus looked exactly the same. I even saw a picture of like a mock-up of like his costume. Like I don't know how CGI this was and how practical it was. Maybe it was a cosplay costume. I don't know. But I was looking at it. It was so detailed. And I just think Galactus is a really, really fun villain. And I know Doom is the next villain. Oh, but what we learned from Javi was that, okay, Silver Surfer heralds for Galactus.
Yeah.
Franklin is so powerful that Galactus heralds for Franklin. Which I think, first of all, heralds. That's really
heralds.
That's really, really funny.
Okay.
I'm heralding you.
His harlot.
First of all, I'm Sarah's herald. Like,
I'm your herald.
And I be heralded?
Use herald.
You was heralded.
Heralded in these streets, babe.
And in the sheets. Oh.
oh. Let's bring back heralding.
Well, when Javi was saying this, I was like, the way I have no idea what heralding means, but I get it.
You literally go, love that. Love heralding.
I literally was like, love that. But I guess it's just like back in the, okay, I'm thinking of Hamilton.
Hey.
You know when Farmer refuted?
Yes.
So like he what
not the
rebel who screams revolution. So he was like King George's herald.
Stop.
Am I being crazy right now?
Making connections.
Am I being crazy right now?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, got it.
He not the rebel
who scream revolution. Yeah, but I just thought it was crazy. Okay, Galactus, this destroyer of worlds, planets,
heralds to baby Franklin. Like, be real.
Did you know that Franklin, spoiler, was going to revive Sue?
No, but I knew Sue wasn't dying.
Okay.
I was like, she'll be back. Don't you worry. Like, she's going to come back in some form. I was, like, touched by that moment. Like, I was like, oh, she did. Oh, Mama Bear, don't mess with Mama. I can't stop saying it. Just don't mess with her. I didn't know what was going to revive her, but I was like, something's going to revive her. And it was interesting talking to Frankie. Not Frankie. I'm talking to you now. It was interesting talking to Javi because he was like, oh, I knew she'd be fine. I knew Franklin, whatever happens to him, he's good. Like,
well, when you know the lore of the comics, I guess
it all comes to play.
But when you're going in blind,
again, I was enthralled. My interest was peaked. It was at peak. Like,
yeah.
Did you think she was gonna come back?
I did. When they put the baby on top of her, because at this point I was thinking a lot about The Incredibles.
Oh, period.
And I know The Incredibles is based off Fantastic Four, but Incredibles came first in my childhood, obviously.
Same.
So at this point I was thinking a lot about the baby in Incredibles and how like they don't know his powers and how like he's so powerful. Oh my god. Because the entire movie Sue and Reed is like, we have no idea what he's capable of, blah 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 blah. So when they put that baby on top of her, I was like, he's gonna revive her.
Yeah.
And that's what I thought his like main power was, like
Healing
and like resurrection vibes. But I think that's not like a main power. I just think he's so powerful that he can do that.
Yeah.
But
No, I think you're right.
Mama Bear.
But main takeaways, don't mess with mama. Yeah.
I thought, well, you were saying like the portrayal of motherhood was really interesting in like a weird way because we kind of talked about it already. But I kind of took her Sue Storm's like anger against Galactus, obviously wanting her child.
Yeah.
But like the moment where she's like grunting and pushing him away, I took that as like postpartum anger and depression and like the postpartum emotions that are so like, hey, I'm not a mother, so I don't know what actually happens when you have a baby, but I know that like everything is heightened. So I thought like that might have been like a fun representation of like channeling postpartum emotions.
That's a really good observation too, because I didn't even think about that. I was just like, she just wants that kid. She like needs Franklin. Like,
obviously she needs her kid back because this monster is trying to steal her child. But I was like, if this power's been inside of her all along, we would have known, right?
Yeah.
But clearly this is the first time she's powerful enough to push away this monster.
Yeah, it like awoke in her.
And so I think I that's kind of what I was thinking. But I still agree. Very interesting portrayal of motherhood in multiple senses. But it's also a superhero movie, so I don't really care that much. It's not supposed to be realistic.
And everyone's talking about how Hawk Girl is portrayed in Superman, and I'm like, she is virtually the same, guys. Like, I'm sorry, I didn't see what everyone's seeing with, oh, like, this is how DC portrays their villain or their women, and this is how Marvel portrays their women. Like, I didn't see that. I thought Hawk Girl is like, oh, we gotta add a girl in there.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Well, a lot of people had thoughts on the way the girlfriend, Lex Luthor's girlfriend, was treated in Superman. And the way Jimmy?
Yeah, I think. Well, he looks like a Jimmy. Let's just say
the
that.
guy who works at the Daily Planet.
Who's supposed to be hot.
Who's supposed to get girls.
Well,
the way he treated women in the movie.
Yeah, and it is used as like a hee hee ha ha moment, which is like, okay, interesting.
Yeah, I didn't take too much issue with it. I do see where people are coming from with the Lex Luthor girlfriend situation. Sorry, her character's name is escaping me right now. But I never thought of the Hawk Girl being like...
Yeah, I saw so many people on Twitter talking about, oh my God, this is how DC portrays their women, and this is how Marvel portrays their women. And I'm like, we forgot that we made a whole WandaVision show, and Wanda is literally like the most powerful being, and yet like, I understand where y'all are coming from. Black Widow's not as intricate as a character, so to me, don't care. But like, I don't think any woman in this situation is getting represented as they should be. So like, y'all can say whatever you want.
Also, the audience for these movies, I'm not saying women are not in the audience for superhero films, but definitely Marvel, I'd say a pretty big percentage is men. And
I think.
And the way you as a man are going to perceive these women is already tweaked.
It's completely different.
It's different.
Yeah, and I don't expect a man who wrote and directed this to understand the struggles of motherhood and being a mother. Birth in space.
Birth in space.
Wake that up.
Has anyone done that? Get into it.
Only Sue, babe. Only Sue.
Sue Sylvester.
Her too.
Her too.
Wait, her too.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why... for a man to write and direct. Like, it's just like, it's superhero. Like, you do not come to superhero movies for realism. So I'm never expecting them to be politically correct when it comes to women.
Our double standard. You don't come for realism. However,
it was not real. However, I did not appreciate.
I don't know.
It's complex. It's a complex topic for sure.
I have feelings. Maybe I'll feel bigger feels about it when it actually like really matters. But for now, I'm like, typical.
Here's the thing. I would care if I cared. Ooh. I don't care about Marvel. So I don't care how they portray women. As long as it's not like physically harming anyone. Okay, motherhood was like unrealistic. Been there, done that. How long has motherhood been unrealistic in media?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. But yeah, I'd care if I cared.
Do you like this more than Superman?
No. Superman? I love Superman.
I like this more than Superman.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I actually knew that. I knew you didn't like Superman that much.
My friends were really shocked though when I told them this. They were like, "What?" And I was like, "Listen, I love how heavy-handed Superman is. I keep saying everyone should go see it. I'm not saying you shouldn't see it. I'm saying everyone should go see this because I do think it's a movie that I'm like everyone can take something from this, especially the people who need to. They can take something from this. I think I was just more entertained by Fantastic Four.
Valid.
And I'm like, that's a valid thing. That's a valid criticism. And like, I think people were really shocked by when I was telling them they were like really shocked by that. But I'm like, I don't always need to like, especially going to a superhero movie, I don't always need to be like, there's a deeper message to this. I do think like the messaging of it being family could be a little stronger. But then again, James Gunn is like, this movie's about kindness. Okay. And everyone's like, we need this movie. This is the time we need this movie. Babe, Harry Styles did a whole tour, treat people with kindness. It's not new. It's not new.
I don't think it's new either. But I think it's interesting because you already saw Superman twice. You've only seen Fantastic Four once, and you came to that conclusion pretty soon after you saw Fantastic Four. So that's definitely how you feel. Like, you don't, because like me, if I was really like in between movies, I'd be like, oh, I have to see one of them again to confirm my feelings.
I do think this looks better than Superman, to be completely honest.
Okay.
A lot of the flying scenes are in Superman I'm like so off put by.
Yeah.
Do they both look good?
Yeah.
That's a bigger question.
The way, no thoughts are in my brain right now because I can't like, I want to be like, yeah, Superman looks better, but I know it like doesn't.
Does it look superhero better?
I think it looks superhero better, but I agree with you that, okay, when we're in the portal dimension,
Pocket universe.
Sorry, pocket universe.
Who knows what that is?
When we're in the pocket universe in Superman, that's Slop City. When we're in space in Fantastic Four, that didn't look as bad. The Thing, bad. Galactus, not too bad.
Silver Surfer looked good.
Silver Surfer looked good. Silver Surfer when she was on whatever planet she was on, bad. Crypto,
oh my god,
interesting.
Crypto kind of irritates me.
Crypto, I don't know what to say.
I think all of the flying stuff looks so corny. I don't like flying. I don't like when it's just a camera and then they're like moving.
Okay. That's true. This setup of camera in front of my face and I'm the center of the frame when I'm flying, that's crazy.
They did a whole interview about how they made it look good, and I was like, it did not look good.
And it didn't look good.
It didn't look good.
We need a wide when Superman's flying.
Yeah, or just like, I was gonna say something crazy, but like, I was like, just show his feet. Like,
what? Hey, what?
Just don't show him flying. Show him taking off, and that's all I need to see. Because the flying looks cray. Like the at least the like frontal flying.
The frontal flying.
It looks cray. I'm sorry, they didn't fix it.
Oh, Johnny Storm on fire sometimes looked cray.
I was like, I was like, that's not fire. It's clear that that's not fire. Like,
yeah, that looked kind of gray. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard in this CGI day and age era to determine what looks good and what looks bad.
and maybe my standards are so high because Avatar is so beautiful.
There you go.
Like, I'm like, if Avatar can do it, y'all can do it. I'm sure y'all can.
I think because I don't watch a lot of superhero or action films, I love practical effects. I love practical effects. So when something is CGI, I'm like, okay. I love like the original movie Twister.
Yeah,
That movie is so good. And then when I watched Twisters, I was like, this just looks worse.
Big Twister.
Big.
What is it called? Big Tornado. I forgot what it's called. Big Twister on the screen.
Now that's a Twister.
That's a Twister.
Just my relationship with CGI, I don't think I like I just whatever CGI is involved, it immediately is like, if I can tell it's CGI, if it's bad CGI, I'm like, the quality of the movie,
It's an ick.
it's an ick. It's a movie ick.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And like, I'm not putting this on a level of like, this is the most amazing movie ever. I just will say, like, I like being entertained. I was really entertained by this. I really like this editing. I like that, like, intrigues me. Like, I think the one thing I can take away from this is like good editing and like intriguing editing really like it does something for me. Something that's like new and creative. Like Maria was not a very good movie, but I do think the editing was so inventive and the coloring, and it was so that I really messed with. And like, if I didn't even like the movie, at least like there's creativity behind it. And so
I remember you saying that to me about Maria. You were like, didn't like the movie, but the editing was great. And I was like, period.
And if you want to like look at editing at a very critical eye, you should watch that movie because it better than Wicked's editing. We always bring up Wicked now at this point.
Cannot go upon without bringing up Wicked.
It's just because we'll get into it later, but the longer the movie is, the better the editing is. And like, for Wicked to be nominated for an editing nomination is just so outlandish to me.
Oh, well, yes. If we get into the whole like the Oscars editing knob just means the most editing.
We'll get into it. Trust. And I'm not saying this should get an editing nom, but I will applaud creativity when I see creativity.
For sure. For sure. I'm really interested to see. Actually, not, because
Okay.
I'm really interested what they cut out and how that fit into the larger scheme of the movie, because they obviously tried to cut it down to 2 hours when maybe it was supposed to be 2:30 or something.
Interesting.
But I think we already got confirmation that there's never going to be a director's cut, which I would never watch.
Okay.
Like, I don't care.
Doesn't change anything.
But I hope you paid John Malkovich good. Like,
probably.
I'm sure you did.
That Marvel check.
I'm sure he did. But also, like, that's crazy to put something in trailers that wasn't in the movie. Apparently, a lot of stuff that was in the trailers just wasn't in the movie. That's really interesting. And I know we have like different relationships with trailers. Like, sometimes you don't like to watch trailers.
I really don't, but I did think that going in. Like, I was like, this was not the movie I expected it to be.
Trailers,
because I saw this trailer so many times that I was like, wait.
Yeah. And I like to watch maybe like one trailer, but as soon as the movie is putting out 10 trailers, like currently the new PTA film is putting out a lot of trailers.
They don't know what they're doing with it.
I watched the first trailer. I said, no more trailers for me. I'm good. I'm going to go see the movie and I'm going to probably like it. Like, I do not need to see all the trailers. Same thing with Weapons. I think Weapons is putting out a lot of trailers.
It's kind of clear that these studios don't know what they're doing with these
They don't
movies.
know how to market.
Exactly. They don't know how to market
One
it.
battle after another is doing a collab with Fortnite.
No, don't do it. It's so clear to me that they don't know what they're doing with the marketing for these movies.
Get me in there.
Get me
in the room.
in there. I'll tell you what these people actually want. It feels like they don't even know anything about anything.
Yeah.
That's a conversation for another day. All right.
What are we excited to see next? What's coming up?
Freakier Friday.
Oh, I'm not watching that. Hot garbage.
Well, there's no. I think the new release this week is Together.
Oh, Together. Do you want to? Are you interested in seeing that?
I'm kind of icked by it. Like, I like body horror, but I'm kind of icked by this.
The marketing. Love Neon Down, but their marketing has been ever since Longlegs been really weird.
cray. A little cray. I think they're nervous because Warner Brothers is gonna take it this year.
And you're making me uncomfortable.
It's making me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah. So
we'll figure out something to watch.
Oh, though. For sure. This is not gonna be like. Sometimes we might do some retrospectives.
Yeah.
Sometimes we might talk about directors or old movies. Yeah. But we hope to talk about new releases a lot, but not every new release ever, obviously.
Which I think might be a situation for next week. Yeah. Because there's just not anything. It's summer and like it's cool summer blockbuster, but there's not much that's like coming out that I'm like, yeah.
Cannot wait for fall festival season.
Cannot
wait for award season.
I'm so excited.
The fall, y'all are gonna be eating good if you're listening to this pod.
We're gonna be at the movies 4 times a week.
We genuinely are. These podcasts are gonna be 2 hours long. Just you wait.
I'm excited.
Thank you for listening, watching,
doing all the things.
I felt a little cray this episode.
My energy was a little down in the beginning, but I feel like I got back up there and I was like, okay.
My brain was blank for a lot of the discussions we were having.
It's a long time to talk about Fantastic Four.
It's a long time to talk about one movie. Like, we had so much to talk about with Superman at Eddington.
Eddington could have been its own pod, though.
Oh, my God. But sorry if it seemed like I wasn't here. Because...
We got there.
We did get there. I hope you got something out of this pod.
Definitely. See you next Thursday.
Bye.